Holy cow! Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures. What, Piglet? Yeah, this is an outdoor video. Now I'm recording this on Sunday, July 3rd. I won't upload this until the 4th. This is my tribute. If you've been listening to Rumble, you've heard what's going on, with people, striking July 4th. You know how I feel about that. That's pretty idiotic in of itself. Just celebrate July 4th like you would any other day. Seriously, just celebrate like every other year. And this is going to be my tribute to July 4th. And how am I going to do a tribute here in Ottumwa, Iowa, of all freaking places? You have to think outside the box. I did this last year. I rushed through it because we went from Des Moines to here, etc. and all that. Me and my fiance. And speaking of that, I don't like Ottumwa. Ottumwa's run its course for me. There's nothing to do here. I'm bored. I'm bored out of my mind this year. I don't have any really money to go anywhere. So I'm absolutely bored out of my mind. I miss going to the zoo. I miss going to the museum. I miss getting out and actually doing stuff. And that was fun in Des Moines last year. If I had a choice and somebody offered me an apartment or a house to stay at in my budget range, I would freaking jump on it because I'm tired of Ottumwa. The only thing that's really here for me and my fiance is our family. That's about it. That's really about it. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about that. What? Oh, yes. One of the most beautiful things here in Ottumwa, and yes, there is beautiful stuff here in Ottumwa, is this. This here is absolutely beautiful. Here at what used to be the train station. It's still a train station, somewhat. It used to be Wickes. Never mind. That's confusing. Is this. Gorgeous. Calming myself. Absolutely beautiful, so serene. I'm now calm. And this won't be uploaded until July 4th, like I said. So, happy July 4th. Please, go celebrate. Yeah, go celebrate. One more time. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The flowers are beautiful, but they're bee and wasp infested. So if you see me running really fast, I'm trying to get away from a bee or a wasp because these flowers down here tend to attract the undesirables of bees, wasps, hornets. I think it was not a very well thought out idea. Now I don't have a direct route set. This is all downtown. Downtown really ain't that big of a place to begin with in Des Moines. I was in Des Moines and Ottumwa. So I don't have a direct route set. But I'm down here by Casey, and I'll go down the other direction. And I don't have a direct route set, but I have an idea what places I want to go. And so this is my tribute, to Independence Day, July 4th. These are called Hometown Heroes. This one's Dennis Robinson, U.S. Navy from 1961 to 1965. And I'm gonna cross the street. No traffic. It's a Sunday. People are probably in church in the morning. So traffic is pretty light. I mean, really, really light. Okay. Philip Eugene Riley, U.S. Army, 1952 to 1954. And this is so great that Ottumwa does this. And I don't know how long they've been doing this. I know they did it last year. I don't know if something recent they started doing, or something that's been going on for a while. But anyway, it's really great that Ottumwa actually does this. And I'm going to recross back to the street here and then do a couple over here and then two on the other side. Okay, anyway, so next one is One that served for quite a few years. John Francis Riley, 1986 to 2012. And if you know of any of these, like if they're a friend, family member, whatever, past or present, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and leave a comment. I don't really matter to me. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. You can go ahead and comment on that. Shit houses. Beautiful, isn't it? Not really. Next one wonders if he was, you almost wonder if he was killed in action or missing in action. Doesn't say. Del Pearson, U.S. Army, 1969 to 1970. Across the street here, do the couple on this side. They have it on both sides, the same name, so it doesn't matter which side I do it at. Keith Wayne Pickerel, U.S. Navy, 1952 to 1956. So I'll have to go down here a little ways, and then I'll do Central Park. I think it's called Central Park. Funny it's called Central Park when in New York it has Central Park, but ours is, well, small. What do you expect? And next one's coming up here. It's a one that served for quite a few years, long ago. Carol E. Pearson, 1941 to 1952. And if I mispronounce names, I am very, very sorry for that. And always look both ways when crossing the street. Just a pro tip. Just a pro tip for everybody. Let's see. Okay, we'll go here, do this first. Okay. First one's pretty recent. Sergeant Kayla Marie Wagner, U.S. Air Force, 2017 to present. There's a police back here. I hope he wasn't called on me. Shall see. Shall see. I don't think so. I usually get a little paranoid. Can't help it. Just part of filming that happens with this, that you get a little paranoid at times. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. I've seen a policeman pull up back here. That's the reason I was commenting on it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. Yeah, you can see him in the background, unfortunately. Next up, Michael E. Wheeler, U.S. Navy, 1964 to 67. And hopefully these show up on my video with the sun glare. There is a big time sun glare out here. And while we're on this, they have this little cool little plaque. People lost in war. I think it's Vietnam. I'm not sure if they served or if they lost their lives or whatever, but they have this cool little plaque. And a lot of people don't notice this here. They just sort of glance over it. They really, really do. They don't even pay attention. Because up here I'm cutting to the grass, so anyway. Because up here, a lot of breath here, not much. It's called the Wapello County Soldiers Monument. So it's really cool. It's nestled here in Central Park, and a lot of people don't really pay attention to it. Yeah, so far I'm okay. The cop hasn't really made his way over to me. Anyway, next one is right here. It's a fairly recent one. Angela Selena Wooten, U.S. Air Force. She probably retired from 1991 to 2011. So this is my tribute, as I have said. Even here in the Ottumwa, I can think outside the box and do something a little different. And you know, like I will upload this on, well, July 4th. And I'm gonna do this one. And then I gotta look around and see where some more are. Because I know there's plenty more. Actually, no, yeah. Because I want to do Central Park and then move on. Well, this is an old one. Lieutenant Charles Nicholas Wagner. Was there a Wagner over there? Anyway, 1942 to 1945. Yep. This is really, really cool. Yes, I was re-looking in that Sergeant Kayla Marie Wagner, U.S. Air Force, 2017 to present. I thought there was, just a good name sometimes. And I thought that last name, I was over here, and I said, that last name sounds awful familiar. So I went to go look and look back over there. And this one's also Lieutenant Charles Nicholas Wagner, which is 42 to 45. Now, it may be a long stretch. They could have been relation way back, maybe like a great-great-great-grandfather or something like that. I'm just guessing on this because they had the same last names. Maybe she wanted to follow in the family's tradition and honor their memory or something. I don't know, who knows? Because a lot of times they do that. Family members do serve, and I wanted to. My biological father, served in Vietnam, and I wanted to follow in his footsteps, but then I got diagnosed with seizures, so that sort of killed that dream, which I'm sort of glad, because I would have been right on the front lines of 9/11. But nonetheless, that is what it is. Well, moving on now, the next one is a really recent one, like in the last couple years. So this might be a name familiar to somebody. I'm sure it is. Andrew Martinez, U.S. Navy, 2022 present. So that one is really recent and pretty fresh in memory. So I'm going to cross the street here, right behind Hotel Ottumwa on the other side by where the old police station used to be. So that's where I'm at right now. And the next one, if I look at this alley, God, there's not a lot of traffic today, is Charles Haviland, I think so, U.S. Army Air Corps, 43 to 46. That was a little hard to do if you can see me squinting my eyes because the sun is really glaring at this spot here. Really glaring. Because then up here by what used to be U.S. Bank, for some reason this branch is closed but the other one's open. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This one's pretty recent too. Not as recent as that one back there. Joshua R. Harlan, U.S. Army, 2017 to present. I'm gonna, like I said, I have no direct set routes with this. It's just sort of going around downtown and whatever path I go at. So, and I got to cross this little bit of a side street here. One's over here. So, always look for traffic when crossing the street. This next one is Sergeant Joseph Hemiski, U.S. Air Force, 2002 to 2011. Very unfortunate there, because at the bottom he was killed in action. That's what that KIA means. May 26, 2011. That was probably the war on terrorism. That's probably the reason he died. But that's unfortunate. But you know what? Casualties happen. Casualties happen. So next one, by these flowers. This is what I'm talking about. These are so bee and hornets, and I don't like it. I'm standing right next to it. Anyway, James Guest, U.S. Army, 1960 to 1963. Looks like a bird shit on it. Disrespectful bird. Really, that bird is disrespectful. Who would have guessed it? Not me. National Historic District. Yeah. We have buildings that predate Abraham Lincoln. Good Lord. They don't really, but they might. Some of these buildings, they could talk, they could tell you some stories. Okay. Next one, Paul Joseph Gettings, U.S. Marine Corps, 1954 to 1956. And I'm gonna go diagonally and cut across here. I don't see any down that way. That's over by where old J.C. Penney building used to be. It's now APAC and then Rent Center. So I'm gonna go on the other side of the street. I'm gonna cross. Make sure there's no traffic. Traffic is pretty light for the most part, because I think everybody's in church. The next one, Leo Dell, U.S. Army, 1942 to 46. I hope people enjoy this. This is my way of paying tribute. I don't really know how else to do it. So this is about the best possible way I can do it. And I hope people actually enjoy this. I just want to say that before I start moving on with my video, because I got a lot more of these. I'm about 35, about 40% done. So next one, James H. Cutsforth Jr., U.S. Army, 1966 to 1960. That was more than likely Vietnam. I'm pretty certain on that, but that was around that time frame. I'm always looking, even crossing an alley, to make sure there's no traffic. You always have to do that. This was a little bit high up in the air, so I'll try. Danny Carell served quite a bit of years, U.S. Army, 1987 to 2000. There's some on the other side I gotta do. I wouldn't consider this going not by a sidewalk, just randomly crossing the street. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody to actually do this, but I like to live on the edge. Okay. Next one is one that's still serving. It's been serving for quite a few years. And these damn flowers. Stephen Carter, U.S. Army, 2008 to present. He'll probably be retiring here someday, but you can put in 20 years and you can retire. I'm pretty certain of that fact. Let's see. Heard a car, I just wasn't sure. This next one served quite a few years. Probably involved in at least a couple or three different wars. I like that mustache. That is so 70s. Gary W. Frederick, U.S. Air Force, 1970 to 1994. He graduated when I had just started high school. I was in high school. I didn't graduate high school until 96. And that one was 94. So that's when he retired. So that's pretty amazing, putting in all those years. The next one, and I'm over here by the Owl's Nest, and on the other by down the street from Hotel Ottumwa. But anyway, the next one is Patrick Roop, U.S. Navy, 2009 to 2020, and the sun is really blinding me. Roop, I went to school with a Roop. I think her name was Becky or something like that. Can't remember, it's been so many years ago. And so I don't know, I was wondering if that's relation. It could be, very well. It very well could be maybe a brother, maybe a sister, maybe a brother, or maybe an uncle or something like that. I don't know. It's hard telling. It very well could be. Could be some form of relation on down the line. Okay, next one. Danny Simpson, U.S. Army, 1986 to 2000. Man, that sun is, I'll keep going on with it, but it's like right in my face and it's blinding me. And these are even tinted glasses, and a freaking bee or wasp went right by me. These flowers, I'm telling you, these flowers, they also make me want to sneeze. And I hope everybody don't get paranoid on my video. Next one, Sergeant Dwayne Terrell, U.S. Marine Corps, 2000 to 2013. Oh, okay, I'm gonna cross the street here. There's some on the other side, at least a couple. One's going to be, some last name's really familiar to me. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, getting close to it. Okay. Now this one I have wondered about. I have seen this a few times. Major Dyke A. Spillman, U.S. Air Force, 1962 to 1966, went missing in action, so pretty much dead. September 27th, 1966, Vietnam. Spillman. My first ex-girlfriend, or fiance, may she rest in peace, her last name was Spillman. I don't remember them talking. I dated her for almost 4 years. I don't remember them saying if somebody, a family member, had served in Vietnam. I don't remember them saying it, but it's possible It's very possible that it could be relation on down the line. I don't recall them ever talking about it, but it's possible. It's very possible. Next one. Corporal John Schiller, U.S. Army, 2004 to 2006. Unfortunately killed in action, December 31st, 2006. Geez, almost made it to the new year and died right before. That's a little sad, but hey, casualties happen in war, and that's probably the war on terrorism again. More than likely, because a lot of lives have been lost during that war. Okay, now I'm going to do one side of the street. I'm going to go way down, probably close to Bread Dough, and then on the way back. So it's going to be just one great big long shot and another long shot on the back, on the way back. So, all right, next one. Linda Berry, U.S. Army, 1986 to 1990. That name sounds awful familiar, Berry. I don't know why it does, but it just does. That name sounds awful familiar to me. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, maybe somebody knows. I don't. Next one. Matt Chiles, U.S. Marine Corps, 2007 to 2012. And then again, if anybody, these names sound familiar to you, like maybe their friend, remember past, present, make a comment if you want. I'd be more than welcome to hear some backstory or history, maybe even a few stories about them. Okay. Robert D. Dayton, U.S. Army Air Force, 1942 to 1946. Yeah, it's getting a little humid and hot. It's going to be in the 90s, but it's something I wanted to do. Remember, I'm recording this on July 3rd, and I will upload this July 4th. And I really can't see this one. The stupid flowers. There's some hanging flowers that are blocking it. I have to go on the other side. Ah, jeez. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can see those flowers that were blocking the view over on the other side. Okay. Michael Anthony DeWeese, U.S. Army National Guard. Served quite a few years. 1982 to 2017. So he put in 25 years. He put in quite a few years. There's a few of those down here. Next one. Dell A. Harter, U.S. Army, 1958 to 1960. A lot of these short ones don't say, but sometimes you wonder if they were killed in action or missing in action. They just don't say. Nonetheless, and I got the sun blocking me again here, but I do have some shade right here, so this should help. Okay. Russell J. Johnston, U.S. Navy, 1996. Here I graduated to present. That one should be getting close to retiring. He's been in there for quite a few years. And I'm gonna crossing the street here, so I'm looking for traffic and no traffic. Pretty light traffic, like I've said. I like this. Okay, on to the next one. Clarence Hank Kraber, U.S. Army, 1968 to 1974. Hopefully you can see some of these, especially with the sun glare. I think you can. There's no sun glare here. There's complete shade for the next couple or 3 blocks, which is really nice. Okay, next one's another short one I wonder about. Dave Lawrence, U.S. Army, 1969 to 1970. Some will say on the bottom, but some don't, if they got killed in action or missing action. And then you wonder with some of these. Really do. You really, really do. Katie Martin, U.S. Air Force, 2013 to present. I went to school with Darren and Adam Martin. I wonder if that's any relation. Possible. Never know. Very, very possible. Hi, Dolly. How you doing? Not really. Hi, anyway. Next one. I know it's hard to see with that pole, but Robert L. Mitchell, U.S. Air Force, 1951 to 1957. I hear a dog. Somewhere. I don't know where, but I hear a dog. It's clear. I like it's about 2 blocks away. But anyway. Next one, Charles T. O'Brien, U.S. Army, 1942 to 45. Old movie theater right here. Yep. I was telling fiance one day I miss the old movie theaters. Nothing like that old musky, moldy smell. I don't know. There's something about the old theater you just can't get that smells in the new fancy ones. I really miss that. I know it sounds strange, but hey, I'm very strange. That's my fiance. Donald E. Reed, U.S. Navy, 1942 to 1945. Okay, got a little bit of the sun here and the car. Okay, crossing the street, no traffic, and the boss just went over my freaking head. Just these flowers. People complained about this. A lot of people, not just me. Michael Reed, U.S. Marine Corps, 1971 and 1975. Yep, on we go, and there's more down this way. So, and then I'll do the other side. It's the way I wanted to do it. Now this next one is interesting, and there's a little story behind this. Don Schaefer, Radar, U.S. Army, 1948 and 1970. Now Radar was a character on MASH. So there is a little bit of a story behind that. It's who they base Radar, this person here, Radar, off of that for MASH. So it's a pretty little cool story behind it. Leland Skinner, U.S. Army, 1943 to 1945. I knew a Harold Skinner. I think it's spelled the same. Yeah, but I don't know if it's any relation or not. It very well could be. It very well could be. Okay, next one. Don Schwartz, U.S. Navy, 1970 to 72. Is Schwartz owned the old hotel with Ottumwa? I think so. I don't want to say something that's not correct. They very well could have. Okay, next one. Everett L. Walton, no relation to the Waltons, U.S. Marine Corps, 1943 and 1946. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoys this. I really do. People that will actually watch it. And after this one, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll do the other side of the street. Ray Wingate, U.S. Army, 1940 to 44. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'm going to do the other side. Well, this is going to be challenging. The other side is weird. It's sun all the way down. So maybe I should have did this side first and then the other side, but hey, it is what it is. KGMO building. Used to be a pool hall. Ah, anyway, right there. I had my first date there. Ah, anyway, I like this picture here. Old time picture. Isn't that cool? Probably a restaurant or a cafe in there at one point. At one point. Okay. Corporal Austin E. Waters. Wow, this one's really old. U.S. Army Air Force, 1936 to 1957. Wow. That's one of the oldest ones. 1936. Wow. That's really going back a few years. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We're going to be going on to the next one. All right. This one served quite a few years. Charles Chuck Townsley, U.S. Navy to 1949 and 1975. Sort of struggling with the sun glare looking at these because the sun's really glaring and the sun's right behind me. I can feel it. So I'm not sure if maybe this is best. I'm doing it this way. I did it this way. I don't know. Who knows? Next one, Dylan, Shawatis, I can't pronounce the last name. U.S. Marine Corps, 2009 to 2014. Why did they have to have so many flowers down here? I don't know. They should have really thought about it. They've had a few bees and wasps and whatever fly above me. Okay, next one. John W. Short. Why is there two W's? U.S. Marine Corps, 1994 to 1998. Who cares why there's two W's? I don't know. I'd like to know. There's the new laundromat. That's a really nice laundromat, I have to say. Been there a few times. This next one is sort of interesting. It's sort of like he left, came back, retired, whatever. I don't know. Sort of interesting. Don Riley, U.S. National Guard and Marine Corps. Oh, I see. He switched from National Guard and Marine Corps in 80, 84, and 84 to 94. So that's sort of interesting. He sort of switched. Pretty interesting, actually. You don't ever actually hear that, but okay, pretty cool. Freaking bee or wasp flew at my head. Damn flowers. Well, they didn't have these flowers down here. They're nests for the bee and the wasp and everything else. Okay, next one. Mark Reed, U.S. Army, 1974 to 76. Year I was born in 1976. I live across the street. Hope that stupid wasp or bee doesn't follow me. Okay. Next one is right here at the old Domino's, not the old Domino's, old Godfather, across the street from the old movie theater. Chuck Ransom, U.S. Army, 1961 to 1965. This is El Rancho Grande. Wouldn't recommend it. You want to go to a good Mexican restaurant, go to Tequila Grill. They're the best. No question. They are the best. This one's average. But Tequila Grill's great. Okay. Next one. FFC, whatever that means. Robert Radbisvik, can't pronounce it. U.S. Army National Guard, 1983 to 2021. So probably retired, more than likely, if he put it in his max years. And classic car. Look at that. Wow. Definitely a classic car here in the background. Okay, next one. Damn it, these bee and wasps. I'm getting annoyed by them. Stephen P. Nord, U.S. Army. This is a pretty short one, 67 to 69. Yeah, like I said, on the other side of the street, you sometimes wonder about the really short-term ones. And, okay, next one. A lot of bee and wasps flying around. I'm getting annoyed with it. Dwayne, I know it's hard to see with that pole sticking out. Dwayne MC Entire, U.S. Air Force, quite a few years, 56 to 76. Now, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to turn this way because there's a couple, and then I'm going to continue on down that way. That's the path I'm sort of taking. Like I said, there was no direct route set. J.T. Lord, U.S. Army, 1941 to 45. Didn't I just come across a Lord down here? I'm going to check to make sure. I just want to check to make sure. Nope, that was a Nord. Okay, Nord and Lord. Well, it rhymes. It sort of rhymes. So no, that was Nord. That was Lord. I don't know. But I mean, it might have been brothers or something. I was just going to say, maybe I'm right. But nope. Okay. Bees and wasps, man. Flowers. I know nobody's going to agree with me, but I hear it a lot. Go away. MSGT Rich LaRue, U.S. Air Force, 1985 to present. That one, 95, has exceeded the years of retiring. They should be retiring here pretty soon, I would think. Richard Dick Keep, U.S. Army, 1943 to 45. And I got a couple here. I got some shade actually here. There's one on this side of the street. No, there's two on this side of the street and two on the other side of the street. So I'll do these and then I'll continue on down that way on this side that I was going at. Okay, just thought I would say that. All right. Next one is a pretty recent one. Really recent. Heard this name before. Megan Black, U.S. National Guard, 2019 to present. And another one on this side, and I'll cross the street and continue on down the side I was going on. Okay. I'm actually getting pretty close to getting this done, by the way. There's not many more of these to go. So, you know. Alright. Richard Milan Ackley, U.S. Navy, 1951 to 54. Right, so I'm gonna get ready to cross the street. I have to wait for this car to go by. And then I'll cross the street. Actually, we've got another car coming, so I'll have to wait. Okay, what's that exciting? Wait, when you cross traffic, see if I get hit. Otherwise, this video would never get uploaded. Okay. Next one. Gary D. Bishop, U.S. Navy, 1958 to 1962. Alright, and then I'll go on down to the next one here, and then go back that way, do some more. Like I said, I think I covered about 95. I will have covered 95% of these. Maybe a couple here and there I missed, but for the most part, I'm actually pleased with this year. Last year I didn't do very good with it. Justin M. Boudon, U.S. Navy, to 2017, the press. I was struggling with that one. The sun was right in my eyes, literally and figuratively. Okay. Now let's go down this side here and do some more of these. Martin Hilgerson, U.S. Marine Corps, 1970 to 74. And I got at least about 4 or 5 more on this side of the street. And I'll probably put a bow on this because I've covered pretty much what's down here. I pretty much have. Okay. Daryl Frazier, U.S. Army, 1968-1970. I have a Shane Frazier on my friend list. I don't know. Maybe it's relation. It could be. Never know. Some of these you just don't know. Okay. Next one is with these flowers in the way. Leonard Devers, U.S. Navy, 1950 to 54. And a bee or wasp. I know you keep hearing me say it, but there's a lot of them down here. A lot of them. This one served for quite a few years. Quite a few. Edwin Harold Day Jr., U.S. Army, 1969, 1995. That means they served Vietnam and got through that alive and kept serving well into the 90s. That is pretty remarkable if you really think about it, because Vietnam had a lot of lives lost. Keith Breckenridge, U.S. Navy, 1942 to 1945. Okay, got one more here. Let's see. All right, this one might be the most recent one that there is. I came across a couple or three, 2019, 2020. This is, no question, the most recent one. Lieutenant Cyril Beadle, a PhD, doctor probably, U.S. Navy, 2021 to present. So that's the most recent one, no question about it. And so, well, I think I pretty much have covered what I can cover. I might run across a couple here and there. If I do, I'll of course record it and, you know, put it on a video. I think for the most part I've gotten about 98% of them, and it takes quite a while to do it. And I hope people enjoy it. And then, like I said, if you have any stories, or if you know some of these people from past or present, you know, leave a comment and maybe tell a story or two. I don't know. That would be quite interesting. I would be intrigued by that.